Hey everyone, Lensman Oz, Dragon, and Manx here today. How are you all doing? Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. You're doing good, buddy? Excellent. I guess we'll look at the elephant in the room, which I have a snout. Apparently we all have snouts.
You mean pig in the room?
Well, yeah, I guess so. So we all have snouts, which means I've got pig noises everywhere that I go. So I'm going to drop my friendly creatures down, see if it changes it. Nope. So I don't know if it's just because of what today is. You know, it's the 1st of May, so I don't know why that has any. Geesh, why that has any bearing. But you see, Manx has a snout as well. So when we stand together, we just hear this the whole time, which is a little annoying. But anyway, hopefully it won't be there tomorrow. Stop it! Stop it! It, as I said, it's a little annoying, but oh well. That's what part of the fun is, right? I have started collecting items here to make my Woot mob spawner. I will eventually need an area that's about 11 by 11 to enable me space to potentially have a big one, the biggest size one, that's the highest tier. It's either that or I just run a couple of smaller ones, which we'll get to. I've been looking at some mod spotlights on how to do it. So far I've got a fair bit of what I need, so these are all the items I'm going to need for a basic one. Need some more bones, and there's a few other items I've got a screenshot on how to do it. And hopefully once I get the items I need, we'll be able to make a mob farm. So just addressing something that has happened between episodes here. I'm having a lot of troubles with the refined storage system in general doing anything. At the moment I've got it so it can connect to the grid, but that's about the extent of its playing properly. I've removed the solderer and this external storage is working. I'm probably going to make another external storage. I'll put that off camera though. Put it on this controller just so I can see those items, but I've disconnected everything down here because it just wasn't working. One minute it would work, next minute it wouldn't. So I've gone to extra utilities transfer nodes. So I've made some more of those interfaces. There's an interface here, there's one there, and there's another one here. So this one here is just set to pull out coal. It's connected to the furnace up there running the refined storage thing, and it's connected to this furnace here. So it's just pumping coal directly out of the chest here, straight into these two furnaces just to keep us in power. That in turn is running these two, and it's keeping up, it's doing alright. This one here has a filter in it. You can see here it's set to pull out iron, silver, nickel, copper, or poor copper. Let's get these straight. Poor copper, gold, nether core iron ore, mana infused ore, copper ore, platinum ore, iridium, aluminium, rose gold, and gold. On the top of these, or on top of this one, it's just got that output, which I think I was meant to put one of these things on as well, but it seems to be working so far. This here has a filter on it for rose gold ore, iron ore, gold ore, and poor copper ore, because they just won't work in here. I think it will actually play up later, because I haven't put that filter on there. I've got a few filters around somewhere. So it's just literally pulverizing straight into the seed, into the redstone furnace, and back into the chest. Very basic automation, nothing too fancy, but it's doing the job, right? That's the main bit. It's working, it's doing the job. So it is what it is, and I just need to put that coal in. And I need to work with how, work around any problems we have. But that's working. Very basic. I haven't upgraded either of these either. They're still slow. That will come. Will come later. I'm hoping auto crafting works, but if it doesn't, then I'll work something out. So this episode, I have added an item to the pack. So I said last episode that we had to roll the pack back. So we're still running 1.22. I think it's 1.22, something like that. But in the newer version, the 1.32 version of Foolcraft, there is the progressive automation mod. At progressive, So this one here, you might remember that if you watched the last family series with the World of Galaxies one, where I had the tree farm made out of it. We had a couple of crop farms running out of this. This I've added because it has the nice nifty little, where is it? Animal farmer. So if you read there, use to breed animals, use upgrades for shearing and milking. Now I have tested it, and it does work on the Moo Fluids cows. So Dragon is currently building a
It's
pen.
done.
It's done. So she's building a pen up so we can install a farmer with some upgrades to get to the right size. And then, which one is it? One of these ones here does the milker upgrade. So I'm going to require 2 buckets of regular milk, block of redstone, and some stone. And that's all it needs. So do you have any regular cows around, Dragon?
1.
That's cool. We're going to need 2 buckets of milk. So let's make the. I need the buckets of milk before I can make the farmer. Ah, that makes sense. So we've got a lot of wood. I made these extra tools and went global traveling with them and chopped down a bunch of trees. So I went a long way. I went out over here, and as we came through this area, you can probably see there's some like deforested areas. So I was deforesting a lot of the area through here. Gone for a big walk, came back around to this dungeon, went no, come back over here, and then cancel. Went north. I went out across the ocean here, and went all the way up through here. This is where I went to Dragon one time when she was out walking, but made it. Just kept going until I found a nice area. So server probably doesn't like me much at the moment, but in this area here, I found a lot of cows. So I've marked that, and I took a lot of animal nets up here. And I filled a chest, pretty much, of cows. So hopefully Dragon's got a nice area over here. Here's the pen. Looking good. So do you have a gate in, or... Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Cool. Have you marked the center spot?
No.
Well, I need the center spot so I know where to put my machine. Where's your regular cow? In here?
Behind my house.
Oh, behind your house. Cool. Need some milk. Milk. Yeah, 2 buckets of milk. Excellent. So let's go and make our farmer. Can you work out where the middle of the pen is, please? Right, down here. Long way to walk. Need remote crafting somehow. I don't know what it is that's causing this to have issues. We're only one version behind the latest release one, so it doesn't make any sense to me to as to why this isn't working. But I'm sure we'll work it out at some point. So there's the milker upgrade. I'm just going to start. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Start with a wooden farmer. Mainly because it's cheaper to make the upgrade. So we need some shears. We're going to need furnace. And we're going to need a chest.
What's 16 times 17 again?
I don't know.
Because I'm working at the area.
Well, I asked you to make it square, so it should be 16 by 16. Anyway, so we need the milker upgrade and the animal farmer. I will eventually have to hook up a way of powering it. I'm not sure. I'd love to be able to just do creative, thanks. But I think in the start, I'm just going to put coal in it, or I'll work out a way of getting coal into it. We can do the RF engine here, which will be how I end up doing it. I'll put one of these and run some conduits and some way of powering it. I just don't have all the conduits I need yet. Hopefully soon. So have you basically done 16 by 16?
No, I did 16 by 17.
I'm going to need a lot of upgrades. That's cool because we've got a lot of wood, right? So I've got 290. Let's do this with spruce wood, or actually redwood logs. Can I use this? Yes, I can. Awesome. There's one stack. There's another stack. That should be enough. I hope. I'm just going to grab a stack of coal for the moment. Let's head on up and see if we can set this up. Once we've done this, we need a way of collecting the buckets of liquid out and storing them. So if you looked in my inventory, you may have noticed a lot of Tinker's seared stone and seared pavers and stuff. I plan on storing all the liquids, if I can click the button, in a Tinker's tank. I'm hoping that I can put most of these liquids in. If I can't put particular ones in, then I'll work another way around it. But what I'm hoping is that I can use this and just pretty much dump the liquids in, and then we can work out a way of having like casting tables or whatever automatically pulling out items. Sounds like a plan?
Mm-hmm.
Also going to need a bunch of buckets. Hey, who's cheating?
I did nothing.
You're down the bottom right hand corner of your JEI is the little spanner red. Yes, no?
Yeah, I'm kind of busy trying to fit everything after that. I'm doing nothing.
As
I'm
I
just
said,
holding down control.
as I said, is the little icon red. So
No.
push E. Or are you in creative or something?
No.
Well, if the icon is red, then it means you're in cheat mode. Otherwise, I have no idea why you're getting freebies. But you can see we've got a lot of cows here. I'm hoping that some of these are like... I'm hoping that these are like some of the alloys, like vibrant alloy, and maybe that one over there is energetic alloy, and I don't know. So we don't rough. I'll have to work out where the middle is. Let me in. Let me in. Got some melon that you threw at me. Right. Let's see. So you did 16 by 17 accidentally. That's fine. We'll work around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. Is the fence 16 by 17? There's cows everywhere. I'm going to go 8 in. 8 and 8, we'll work it out later. Yeah, there's Pickles. I got him from a chance cube. 1, 2, 3. Wow. 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't work with pets or small children. This is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. This looks like a good spot. I don't know if it's central. Apologies to anyone who is OCD and this is not central. Are they chasing you, buddy? Right, so here is the animal farmer. As it says, add tools. Well, there's no real tools to this one. We need to add a milker upgrade. So, it'll need a bucket. So I'm going to need a lot more buckets, as I said. But the idea is, at the moment this does range 1. It does just where it's sitting. Or one block somewhere around the sides. Don't, oh, he's breeding them. Oh no. Oh no. It could be bad. Maybe don't put any wheat in. I don't know what we're going to get. Actually, I don't even know if the move fluid cows can breed, can they? Anyway.
I tried.
So, you've put some power in it. We now have a molten steel bucket in here. So one of these cows is steel.
One of them.
That's cool, because...
Let's not find out.
Let's add... See, when you add upgrades, it spirals out from the center. So, if we need 16 plus 17 or whatever you've ended up doing, so we're going to need, what, at least 100 and... probably 160 upgrades. So I've got 2 stacks. 1, 2. I've got 130 range upgrades, so that's 130 blocks in a spiraling pattern out from this unit is how far out it will reach to harvest cows. Cool. So now all we need is, I guess, a minimum of 9 buckets. Wait, I'm standing here. Wait, get off. Once we've got that, see, it's already burnt through that coal because it doesn't have any more buckets. It's just going to burn through it. Anyway, so
I have no idea.
I'll have to come and have a look at your computer, I think, because you shouldn't be giving yourself tools, or maybe NEI, because we've got both NEI and JEI on here, so one of them is probably conflicting somehow. That's cool. I'll have a look in a second. So I'm going to go and get some buckets, and then I think what we're going to do is the Ender IO tank can take buckets and empty them into itself. So I believe what I might do is use that mechanic in order to empty those buckets. So tank is this one here, the fluid tank for Ender IO. I don't think I need the pressurized one, just a standard fluid tank. And I wonder whether I might make a couple of them just in case. I'm going to get rid of that, and this can go over in there. Right, so I've got a couple of tanks. I'm going to make myself... Oh no, let's just grab a few buckets, right? Because it's not going to be able to empty all of these out. But the next idea is that we use these fluid transfer nodes to pull the fluid out of the tank, because it's only going to be able to store one liquid at once. So if we can remove the liquid from the tank, pump it into perhaps, maybe we'll put the storage tank here, or where would you look? Work out where you want the storage tank. Maybe where your trees are beside your house here, or you want them to stay and look pretty. You'll have to let me know where you want a big tank. So
I don't care.
Let's get in here. Get it out of the way, cow. Alright, so underneath here, I'm going to try this, because I haven't tested this piece. I've just had a go at this. And I'm hoping that this works. Let's move you out of the way and put you here. If I put that there, and then turn this to... not that. I want to put this top one to push-pull. Push-pull. Alright, so seems like it's worked. There's a tank of molten steel in here. And we also have liquid purple slime. So the tank of molten steel, and let's just demonstrate by putting a second tank underneath. Set on the same thing. Push-pull. So it should have... Is that not working? It probably just needs to be set on pull, doesn't it? So it will just drain the liquid. Whatever's in this tank, it will drain it, right? No, I don't know where it's going. We've got a molten steel bucket down here. You should not be getting buckets. I want the bucket to go back in here. Alright, so that's not going to work. That's cool. We've now got a tank with molten steel. Let's remove this one. Alright, but that's still cool, right? So we've now got a tank, nothing in it. If I put some buckets in here, it's going to work. Taking the weed out. Stop trying to breed the cows. Whoever's doing it, stop it. Hot spring water. Oh, awesome. So that'll now sit there and wait. And it'll only come out when it's ready to come out. We got molten nickel, we got molten aluminum, or aluminium. Molten iron, molten signalum. These are awesome. Look at these cows. Hooch! So that's a fuel. We'll be able to fuel stuff. Milk? Hey look, there's a normal cow in here somewhere. Or it's a milk cow. Another bucket of aluminium. So we may have some double ups. Ooh, cobalt! I found some good cows. Molten obsidian. So this is doing its job. It's just burning through this too. So, I mean, there's not much I can do. I'm going to turn this off for the moment. Where are the buckets? It's just throwing buckets everywhere. Well, that's a problem. Oh, now we've got cows falling in the hole. Excellent.
Well done.
That's what I needed. You go over there, you over there, and let's put that there. So I need to hook up a little system here to be able to pull these items out of here. You can see here we got all sorts of nice fluids, and there's probably some buckets around here, buddy. So if you find a bucket, or is it you, Dragon? That's you, Dragon. I couldn't see too well because there's cows everywhere. So yeah, we've got plenty of different materials here that we can somehow work out where to store. So what I plan on doing is only having maybe 2 or 3 buckets in here. I made so many just to prove that it was going to collect up, because I don't want to have it backlog. Little cows breed. We have a little fluid cow. It works. Probably only breeds the particular cow that they have to be the same, maybe. Unless it's random. If it's random, fantastic. Alright, so I plan on putting a tank somewhere. I don't know where to put it. Got a leave room over there for J Morella to expand. So I'm thinking I'm going to build a tank over here. So give me a couple of minutes. I'll put a cut in here because we are getting somewhat on in the episode. I don't want to waste all of it just showing you this piece. I want to build a tank and I'll work out a system to pump the liquids out and then make that tank usable. So maybe here's a good spot. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I don't think I've done too badly considering this is the first time I've ever made a Tinker's tank. But here you have the tank. So this, if you look in the book here, it says that basically it can be any blocks, any of the Tinker's blocks all around it. Needs to have a ceiling, needs to have a base. This cannot be on the corner, but these can. So this is currently what I've got. It's not massive, it's 5 by 5 by 4 high. I will change it at some point. Find some more buckets, mate. There was more buckets in there than I thought there was. They were sort of floating around everywhere. But this will hold 400 buckets of stuff. So I can hold over here. Capacity is 400 buckets. Sheesh. Where are you finding all these buckets, mate? It's ridiculous. There's 2 stacks of buckets. You still got more. Goodness me. So pretty much this will hold any liquid. It seems like it'll hold any liquid. I don't know if I can get this spring water back out as bucketed spring water. But that's something I'll need to work out anyway. We've got 2 buckets of hooch. We've got 4 of milk. We've got molten energetic alloy. Yes, we did get some. Cobalt, obsidian, aluminium, iron, tectonic petroleum, whatever that does. Aluminum, brass, signalum, nickel, Zephyrian, Erothium. These are all Tinker's thermal expansion ones that I have no idea how to use. And resin. So we've got a ton of stuff in this tank, and the color of the item at the bottom shows on the front here. What I'm hoping is that I can... Let's give this a go. Let's see if this is possible. I want one of these, and luckily enough we've got some... all I've done underneath the farm, it's not fast enough yet, but I've put one of these transfer nodes. You can see down here, I've put a transfer node on the bottom of the tank, and it's just any liquid that goes in, it's pulling it out and then very slowly finding a place to pump it. So it does take a while, but hopefully we can work something out here. I do need one of these faucet. Alright, so if we put this here, and I put a brick on there, and then this one, and do this. Oh my gosh. So if I want, let's say, energetic alloy. Hehe. Alright, we've got 2 blocks of energetic alloy. I can now make middle tier Ender-IO conduits without too much drama, and because the only thing we've got an issue with is that the fact that some of these buckets worth aren't like full ingots. You can see they're 2 blocks, 7 ingots, 7 nuggets. So if I wanted to like automate this, it would kind of be a case of either having a faucet and a table for each one, which probably isn't that hard. You could put like another one here and more on the side, etc. Or I could put nugget casts in and then pump everything out to nuggets, which would take a lot longer. Or we could somehow set up automation of blocks, but I don't know. Something to work on. So all I need to do now, really, and I could probably get away with like one bucket, maybe two tops in the center there, but if I can get, how do I make ender pearls out of that resonant end? What did you find there? Primal mana. I wonder if resonant ender. Let's have a look here. What can you make? Molten Enderium. So I would need to actually. You should be able to make ender pearls with that in a pan cast. I wonder if that's a thing in this pack. Wonder if it's a thing. I don't think I've got a pan cast, so that's something. We can just quickly whip one up. If I've got cobble on me, it'd be alright.
I have cobble.
I don't. You got cobble?
Yep, where are you?
Never mind, I found some. Shari. So let's make a pan. And then make. Why can't I put that back in? That should work. Anyway, make one of these. Ow. Did you hit me for a reason?
Wasn't for you.
Alright. So if I come over here, let's try this out just really quickly. Before we wrap up the episode, let's put the pan cast in here. And I may just be totally derping this one up. Sorry about that. Resonant ender, if I go blop, 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 no. So that doesn't work in this pack. I know we've had it before where you can turn it into a pan. That's cool. I can melt that down at some point. But yeah, so this won't mix them together. It will just store them. It's literally just a big storage tank. And every time something new goes in, we should get, it'll just add to that part of the tank. So if I fill this in, and again, I do need to put a torch down there at some point. Probably need a gate over here too. If we kick this off, someone's doing Tinker's work. If we kick this off...
No, that's him attacking me.
Oh, okay. Put some of this in, and then I just put like 4 buckets in. I don't want that in there. Just milk. That's a weird noise. So we're getting... What's he attacking you with? What is he attacking you with that makes that funny noise? Sounds like you're both dying down there.
A fry pan.
What are you doing? You
Fry
dying?
pan.
What's it made of?
Wood.
Alright, so this is sort of working, but because that that unit down below is slow to pump out, this is taking a lot longer than it should. Can you please stop with the pan? It's really annoying. So he does it one more time for good luck. So spring water is currently filling up. It's looking for somewhere to put the spring water. And we may end up changing the cows that are in this pen to different ones, depending on what the output of each one is, because, I mean, do we really need buckets and buckets and buckets of spring water? We now got
Yes.
cloud seed. Really need cloud seed.
We don't need cloud seed, we need spring water.
So now we're getting the oils in here, the cloud seed's gone out, the hooch bucket's waiting, the empty bucket's gone back up into the system above. In here, yeah, cool. So that's a working system. We do need to get some more speed, so I'll need to put some speed upgrades in here somehow, but I need GP for that. But other than that, we now have a harvesting system for our fluid cows without having to use activators or whatever they are, ones that are buggy, that have been removed in the new version. I forget what they're called. Not autonomous activator, but the similar thing. But yeah, so this is how to do it without having to use that block. And then we just need to work out liquid fertilizer. Ugh. Got some weird stuff in here. If I really want to put these into a bucket, I can. I can put another table here and then you just drop the bucket back in. And it should fill the bucket up with whatever liquid it is. So maybe that's a way of getting the spring water. We can try that out. Let's put a bucket here. If I go hot spring water, can I pour that out? Come on. Did we get a... Yes. Cool. Very cool. So there's a semi-finished system. We will automate this a bit more. It does look pretty cool with the colours on the side here. Get some more glass. Maybe I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to go taller. I think it can go 11 by 11 by 11 maybe? Not sure how tall it can be. Should tell us in the book. It just says... and with any height from a minimum of 3. So I've done 5 by 5. I could probably expand up a fair bit and we can add a few more buckets worth of material in there to be able to use from. And yeah, you can make any of your tools, anything from here. So with that, I'm going to wrap up here. We'll hopefully have Jay Morella back next episode. We'll do some more. Do some more on the chickens. Get some more bits and pieces, because I'd say that thing's full again. And we'll work a way of getting this automated over to the system, even if it's with a couple of ender chests like that. Now we can get this automated, get a few more drains in, get it working harder than it is now. So thank you all for watching. Please come back next time. Comments in the section below. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you
Bye.
later on. Bye.